Hey chat, how's it going? Welcome to today's stream. Happy New Year! Is it too late to say Happy New Year midway through Feb? I suppose as I haven't seen you all in 2024, I'm allowed to say it. I think it's fine to say that. Happy Year of the Dragon to everybody that celebrated. See, New Year's wasn't that long ago. Oh, I've missed you all. It is great to see lots of names that I recognize in chat. I'm excited for today's stream. I've got something to show off. If my voice sounds a little croaky, surprise, surprise, I was recently ill once more, so I'm still kind of recovering from that. So I may have to mute to cough every now and then, but I'm feeling fine. It's just this cough that's not gone away. I'm going to say some hellos before we get started. I want to give a shout out to everyone in chat. Let's see. I see Arch. Early Ratty Gang to you. Good to see you, Arch. Whooper Gamer. Demon Soul. Someone Unknown. Rocking a new, is that a Peach? Detective Peach profile picture? Hey, someone. Donnie Does Stuff. Edelshin. Not Freddy. Movies XP. Mr. Man Mystery. Dalmont. Who else do I see here? Stinkle. Mima. Hello, everyone. Quantum Voyager. Welcome to the stream. All right, shall we get started? I'm going to do a big reveal about what today's stream is about. But before I show it off, I'm just going to very quickly mention I've had this in my kind of backlog of things to cover on the channel in some way for, I think, almost a year at this point. I can't exactly remember when it arrived, but I ordered this off of Yahoo Japan auctions last year at some point. And it was originally intended to be part of a video where kind of a larger video where I covered this as part of something else. And eventually those plans kind of changed, but I still wanted to show this off on stream. And I haven't played with this much myself, so this will be about both of us. You and I exploring this mystery system. I'm going to switch over to... hey, Lemon One. I'm going to switch over to my webcam, that's right. Uh-oh. Okay, give me a sec. I just realized my mic's not working. I'll fix that. Just give me one moment. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm back. All right. I will say what I just said again. I have something hidden behind this cardboard box so I can do a grand reveal, because definitely nobody in chat just saw the contents of the box on my other setup. Yeah. I forget where I got cut off. I forget where I changed the scene, but I was saying that I don't really know much about this system that we're going to be looking at today. So it's going to be both of us exploring. We've got the webcam. The console is under here, and it's such a gorgeous design that I did want to do a big reveal. Oh, and the other thing was, sorry if I'm repeating myself. I don't know whether I cut myself off. There won't be any background music today because I would like to try and do a edited video of this if it's interesting. And editing around music makes it a lot harder. So feel free to put your own background tunes on while I'm streaming today. Okay, let's do it. I gotta be careful so I don't knock my mic. Today, we're going to be looking at the Tomy Prin-C. Prin-C? I don't really know what the correct pronunciation is. Isn't this truly gorgeous? Like, this thing looks incredible. I feel like my webcam isn't really doing this justice. This color here is really, really special. It's a little bit greener than it's picking up on the camera. It's kind of eggshelly, and then it's got this lovely purple and yellow and the pink Prin-C logo. So, hey Voxy, welcome to the stream. A little bit of backstory. So I picked this up last year on Japan, Yahoo Auctions Japan. And it was during a period where I was trying to learn more about this strange period of electronic stationary toys, kind of word processing toys, or art creation toys. And this was Tomy's foray into it. So this was made in 1998. And as far as I can tell... Oh, I should also say... I might get some details wrong here. This is not going to be like a deep dive. This is me kind of going off of information that I recall from last year. It's going to be more about exploring it together. So don't take anything I say here as an expert word on the Prin-C. So yeah, they made possibly 2 variants of this. I think this is the second variant because the other one was just a full keyboard. This one has the touchpad here, which we'll explore together shortly. Came out in 1998, and I feel like this was a thing in the West as well, but there was that period of time in the 90s and early 2000s where toy makers, or kind of electronics toy manufacturers, saw the fact that children wanted to play with computers and I suppose cell phones and laptops and PDAs and those kind of things, and that parents obviously wouldn't want them to. So you saw a lot of these like plug and play TV systems where they kind of replicated some aspects of it. We've got a full keyboard here and a touchpad, a little bit like, a PC setup, but they were limited. They were designed to be toys primarily. It makes me think a lot about how, I've shown this off before, but Casio made things like the Super Picky Talk, which are, for all intents and purposes, PDAs, electronic PDA devices, but specifically with young kids in mind. This was a couple of years after the Loopy, which is very much a games console, whereas a lot of these were these strange sort of hybrid systems. I think this one may be a little bit more game focused than a lot of the other ones. So like Sega made the Fairy, which was like a PDA one, which was more like a pet simulation thing. Bandai made a ton. And I think some of Bandai's ones were a little bit more like educational focused. It makes me think a little bit of like Leapfrog's stuff. Anyway, I picked this up because I hadn't seen coverage of it anywhere, at least in the English-speaking internet. I did, however, since purchasing this, find a single article online about the Prin-C, and of everywhere for it to be, it is on, of course, the Sanrio fan wiki. And the reason for that is because there were some cartridges made for this with like Sanrio crossover content. And it's basically the only place that you will find anything about the Tomy Prin-C currently. So I'm excited to dive into this. I'll try and document it here today, and we'll poke through the features and see what it has to offer. So let me quickly do kind of a tour of the device, I suppose. So keyboard on top, trackpad on the right, a little holder for the stylus, although you can use your finger. We've got some basic inputs on the right-hand side, power, video, and mono audio, but there's also something called OP, and that looks like a DIN plug. Maybe there were some accessories made for this. I have never seen any of those accessories. I have extensively kind of searched as much as I could about this. Maybe it's one of those occasions where they planned on having a connection that they never released. Back here, you may have seen this flap. This is where, if I can open it, there we go. The print cartridge or print ribbon lives. Yes, this is another printable console, a console with a printer built in, a little bit like the Loopy. And that slot there is for the paper. And then on this side, we've got the power button, and this is the cartridge flap for the ROM packs, which we'll dive into in a little bit. Let's power it up. Oh, Voxy, thank you very, very much for 24 months as VideoDojo Plus channel member. Can we get some cool gamers for Voxy? Voxy is an exceptionally cool gamer and deserves it. All right, let's turn it on. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I'm turning on the power button now. So, this little guy, this blue cat, is the mascot of the Tomy Prin-C. A little bit later, we'll look at the manual and we'll look at the box. I love how all of the packaging design for this looks. It is so, so nice. You might be hearing those harsh tones in the background, the music. I don't think this thing has a very powerful sound chip. Okay, let us get started. So it doesn't have, if you've used a Wacom or like a more modern tablet before, you sort of have that ability to hover above a surface and move the cursor. You can't do that here. It will only pick it up if you touch the surface, and you do have to press it kind of hard. Look at this! I swear, this was not... I didn't know about the Prin-C before Mousie's Cheese Maze. We have a blue cat and an orange mouse as the mascots of this system. I guess it goes to show how unoriginal that combo is. Someone says, Dom didn't see my membership. Someone, thank you very, very much for 18 months as VideoDojo Plus channel member. I don't know when that came through. I completely missed it. I really, really appreciate your 18 months. Can we get some cool gamers for someone? Another extremely cool gamer. I'm sorry, but that cat is very green. Uh-oh. You might be right. I have been told before that I am very bad at differentiating between the two. I'm not colorblind as far as I know. I think I may just have a different definition. Okay. So, I really don't know much beyond this section, which is what I used to test this when I got it to make sure it worked about a year ago. So, yeah, if you want to click, you use this button here, which is the equivalent of the kind of the left click for the trackpad. And then, as far as I can tell, these are the different kinds of designs we can work on. So these are all different shapes or different purposes. You know, maybe it's like a telephone card, printable stickers, postage labels, etc., etc. I think this one's just for drawing, but maybe we can explore those further on. So this first page is not your canvas. This is how you say what kind of canvas you would like to work on, including ones with frames, all of which would be printed out at the end of, when you finish working on it. Lemon1 asks, when did this thing release? It was from 1998, or at least this version was. I think they sold it for a couple of years either side. So yeah, you get these kind of frames, including, I think this one is meant to be like a foldable thing. I saw this in the manual. But for now, let's go blank. Look at the little cat's expression. It's so good. Okay, let's go for this. Now, let's have an explore here. There's probably more stuff than I know. One thing I did notice when I was testing, very strange palette. I don't know whether you can change this. That seems like such an odd selection of colors to me. Okay, let's try doing a little drawing. So I've got to hold down the button, and you can see here, at least with this 1 pixel wide pencil, the trackpad is not super precise. I can increase the size of the brush here, which I think is probably, I was going to say maybe a little bit easier, but I think at the end of the day, it's not a great trackpad. You only get 1 undo, as is pretty typical for these kind of drawing programs. Which I then immediately burnt on bringing back the stuff I'd erased. Let's get rid of that again. It's really not left-hand friendly, Mercury. That's a very, very good point. You would have to like cross your hands over to do that. Okay, let's make a little guy. Oh, interesting shape. Let's see if we can't turn that into an ear. What is this? A bear, maybe? Not happy with that nose placement, but we'll roll with it. Okay, let's try out the fill tools. Let's go purpley. Yeah, let's go purpley. Okay, fills relatively quickly, honestly. And let's go for this color on the ears. Cute! Foxy says, this is why Constructavia is taking so long. Dom needs to find the perfect drawing tool to make little guys with. Fact. All right, let's not get too attached to this little guy, though, because we'll probably lose him as we go through these tools, as is often the risk when you're exploring new drawing programs. Oh, Mercury, that's very lovely of you to say. It's so nice to see so many people here to see me do what I do, and I've really missed hanging out with chat. I'm gonna guess that this is a copy tool. Let's find out. I'm feeling like I've used enough of this kind of thing that I'm starting to recognize even the more inscrutable iconography. I guess that's going to be cut. I have no idea what this one would be, though. I just said that, and what would the moving truck be? Oh, is it just going to be purely... No, that's... I was going to say, is it purely going to be selecting and moving? But I would have guessed that's what that is. Let's find out. Oh, I can only take half. Okay, so it is just moving. Oh, so what's this one? Ah, okay. So you cut, you remove, and it's gone. No paste on that one. That's your kind of your remove tool. We got a spray can. Pretty standard. The drawing is very responsive. As low kind of fidelity as the trackpad is, the processing side seems to happen quite quick. I'm guessing that's text. We'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, we've got line and circle tools. GBG could never. Nice. Do we have Japanese and English as separate sections? Speech bubbles. Okay, so it's taking us to a separate menu here. The jumping on the interface concerns me. This was released in 1998. Do you mean like the shifting here, the shimmering? I think it's because it's a not great output. You know, the output's not super clean on here. Ooh, I like this impact one. Let's bring this in. It's huge, though. That's ginormous. Okay, can we resize it? I guess not. We've got a background tool here. Oh yeah! My background for today's stream, I scanned from the manual, where we got to see a lot of the little stamps here. These rule! Look at this guy! A bear with a hat. Yes, please. Nice. Okay. That's our fill tool. I think these are going to be larger stamps. Yes. Look at this. So we're in the large section now. Let's try medium. Is this a UFO with a wig? How can we resist? Wait. It's not just a wig. It's also arms? Oh, wait. No, I see what it is. It's a headless alien. So you can add your own head. Which I did notice from the manual as well. I had to play with this when I first tried it out. So it's also got like a me maker thing. So we can choose our face shape. Let's go for this one. And our hair. Look at this hair. This is great. I love the little stray. The stray one. Sorry. I'm still thinking about the fact that I just instantly accepted that it was a UFO wearing a wig, and the wig was also like appendable. Dom, there was a dizzy bunny on a spinning top in a large stickers. Okay, we'll go back to that. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, let's go bow. Yes, Okay, let's put it on top. I forgot I was making an alien. I also didn't give myself much room. Perfect. Oh, this rules. Okay, we might need to clear up the scene so we can try out that spinning bunny that Voxy mentioned. Where do you think the clear everything button is? There's no bomb. Sometimes it would be a bomb. Oh, color it yellow. We can do that. There we go. What a beauty. Let's try the cat picture. This could do it. This could be it. Oh, is this a, like, how to use? I think this is like tips. Yeah. How do we clear all? This one? Oh yeah, look, it looks like we're tearing off a page. That's probably it. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go to here. We're gonna go to the large. There's the dizzy spinning top bunny. Man, these are all so good. Okay, we're gonna have a quick look through. It's a shame that they're so crunched down for the preview, because I want to see these in all their glory. What's going on here? What are these? Are these legs? That's a bear. That's like some kind of little fox. That looks like an envelope, but these look like... Oh, it's a kite. It's a kite. Okay, I see. Spinning top. Chat, I've just realized I have you positioned in a way that it's really hard to read chat. So let me just reconfigure stuff quickly so I can actually see you. I feel like I was missing a lot of your messages because you were not in my eye line. There we go. Ah, much better. Feels like you were yelling at me down a corridor. I couldn't see anything. Do you have a thing to translate the Japanese text? I could try and Google Translate it. It usually slows things down. We can probably figure out... Is that Godzilla? We can probably figure stuff out through trial and error for the time being. Oh, a little crocodile on an island. Oh, look. Interesting. They've gone for like... Yeah, so the palette is quite limited here. But they're making it work. This looks so lovely. Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted. I was gonna show Voxy the spinning top bunny. That snake has a fan. Yes! What are these little guys? They look like Oddish. Oh, also, we can zoom in. I believe we can zoom in twice. No, we can only zoom in once, but... Wait, what? Wait. Oh, because it reset back to the stamp tool. I see. Okay, let's look at a few more from the large section. Does this page randomize every time? No, it's the same. Oh, look at the little mouse and bunny. Snowman and... we got an otter with an ice cream. Who are these guys? Is that a radish, a beetroot behind them? I need to see. What is that? What is that behind them? A woolly hat? These are so cute. I'm trying to work out what this is. There's a bobble at the top and there's like a little squibbly bit here. Are they inside a woolly hat? Who knows, but I love it. Okay, let's keep exploring. So these are the large ones. We've got medium ones. We had a look at a few of these. Right, so the medium ones are all without a head. So there's so much potential here. You've got like a little me maker and you've got pre-made bodies. You could be on a dolphin. You could be a weightlifting tiger. You could be all snagged up in a snowball. And what's small? Oh, just great little guys. There's so many little guys inside this machine. They all live in here. Who are you? I want to know everything about this guy. Okay, and then what is this? So these are the animal ones. I guess like all specifically animal character stickers. This is the Me Maker. And then we've got 2 other stamp things here. So let's check these out. So these look a little bit more kind of miscellaneous. I'm going to have to stamp one of these. It's very good. So there's even smaller stamps than these. Hey, it's tubes. Okay, so we've got some like horoscope ones here. Mouse. Mouse. And tiny stamps. Okay, so these are more almost like emoji style or emoticon style. I'm curious if these could be converted into GBG textures. Sure, I mean, if you got a clean enough screen grab, you could probably just count the pixels and put them in. There would be a difference in the palette, probably. She's there too. Okay, so I want to do a bit more exploring. I'm going to come back in here and we'll draw a lovely picture with some little guys. But I want to check out the rest because this is really the only thing from this system that I've looked at. So we've got 4 more categories here. Let's see what the cat head is. So these look to replicate some of the icons from the main section. I definitely recognize that one. I definitely recognize this one. Let's see what the difference is. Seems like there's... Oh, is it the tutorial? Is it going to guide us through something here? Yeah. Okay, so basically anytime we see the cat, it looks like it's guiding us through. So I think it's telling us to choose one. Huh? Huh? The little mouse moved the thing. So it's going to guide us through making something. Which is very fun. Is it going to shove the page down again? It is. Okay, so I suppose if you wanted to get used to the interface, this would be a nice way of doing it. So what is the mouse head going to be? Okay, so same options again, or not quite. Very similar options. We've got the animal head one again. Okay, so these maybe are like templates. Okay, yeah. So if we just want to print a sheet of these off, one thing that I wasn't able to ascertain either from having a look through the manual or from like the back of the box, which this is probably a good time to take a look at both of those, was whether or not they sold sticker paper for this, or whether it was always exclusively cards and, you know, like invitations or whatever. But this grid layout kind of makes me think that these were intended to be used as stickers. I also do wonder whether the C in Prin-C is meant to reference in some way seal, which is the Japanese word for sticker, or is the word most often used for sticker in Japan. But I don't know. That's just me speculating. Let's switch back over to the webcam view because I would like to show you the box and the manual. And then we'll look at the last category there. Okay, give me a second. Oh, I'm also going to have a sip of tea. Ah. Is there any port on the back of the machine? Asks Staff. It might have been able to be hooked up to a printer. So it has a printer built in, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But it does also have this DIN port on the side, which is just labeled OP. And I don't know whether that was intended for accessories or to interface with, more generic hardware. I'm not sure of the use of that. Okay, so first things first. Let's take a look at the box. It's going to be a little bit awkward because it's too big for my desk, but I'll try my best to show it off. Look at this. Here's the Prin-C logo. I think this gives a better impression of the color of the machine as well than it seems to pick up on the real thing. It's such a nice color. It's so lovely. And then here, look, we have like a 3D rendered version of the cat, and there it's very blue. This thing rules. I don't think we ever see a 3D rendered version of the mouse. There are some spoilers for what we have in store, including some kind of maze game here by the looks of things. I wonder whether it's greener, the cat's greener inside the system because of the limited palette. And then we have here the two manuals. There's one which is like a quick start guide in color, and I really love these sort of crayon style header and footer that they have. And this adorable, I'm gonna have to hold it upside down so you can see, adorable drawing of the mouse. I'd love to know who the designer was for this. On eBay, Padlet's one sold for $40, and it was on the 4th. Oh, interesting. So I should say this was not expensive. The shipping, both the domestic and the international shipping, was by far a magnitude of times over more expensive than the system was. I can't remember. It was about a year ago that I bought it, but I think it was about £13, UK pounds. GBP, but that wasn't all I got relating to this, and I'll show that off in a minute. So we see some examples of what you can make here, some more lovely little diagrams. $13. I guess, how does the exchange rate to US dollars go? I guess it would have been maybe about $18. Hey, Pedro. Yeah, Mercury, the mascot, all of the little character designs are so nice. I wonder whether it was somebody from, and you get a reference here of all the stickers. Oh, there's like a weirdly, I don't think that will come through on the webcam, but a weirdly detailed cat. Feels very different from the rest of the stuff here. Mostly it was just the fact that this doesn't come up very often online, even on Japan auctions. The other one without the touchpad seems to come up far more regularly, but this one was a little bit rare. Here is my initial attempt to print. You would have seen this on the thumbnail from the onboard printer. Now, one thing you can see, it's not a great print. One thing that is very, very sad is this uses a ribbon. It's not like a color thermal printer like the Loopy is. It is a ribbon-based one. If I open this up... Oh, it's so difficult to open. Hey, Lado3, please do not spam in the chat. It makes it difficult to read everyone else's lovely messages. You can see we have this color ribbon here. Those are very difficult to come across. I tried very hard to find some of these at a reasonable price. As far as I can tell, they are the most expensive thing associated with this. Also, the ones that do come up are single color ones, whereas this one here is a multicolor one. So you might see like blue exclusively or red exclusively. And that's a real strange one where maybe they sold the multicolor one for more or something, and the single color ones were cheaper. But I have not been able to find one of these at a reasonable price, which is part of the reason why I ended up not doing a larger kind of deep dive style thing on this, because not being able to print stuff out kind of takes away a big portion of what makes it special. And I guess we should now move on to the other thing. This is embarrassing, chat. What I'm about to share with you is very embarrassing. So I was hunting around for these Prin-C ROM carts. They're explicitly called like ROM carts in the promotional material for the Prin-C. And those were also very difficult to find in either in a reasonable price or as like individuals. So let me just bring this on screen. Here is a box I received from Japan. I wrote this on here. This wasn't written on before I got it. And this box is full of, I don't know, maybe 10 new and boxed ROM cartridges for this system, including duplicates. So you can see here, in fact, it's definitely more than 10. Wait, 3, 6, 9, 12. Did I count right? This was, believe it or not, the cheapest way I could do this. So let's take a look at the ones that are unique here, because most are duplicates. And I have not used these yet. I have no idea what this is, how they work. So we have 3. And you can see in the top left, it does say ROM. Oh, look, this one's got a 1998 elastic band on it. Ah, okay. So this is new to me. This says memory cassette. It's distinct from the other two that are explicitly referred to as ROM. And there's some interesting stuff here. We can see like prints on a Polaroid. I don't know whether you can make that out. These are all almost like serving suggestions, I suppose, for what you can do with the things that you print on this thing. Try and get that in shot. These ones all look to be New Year's themed, if I was to guess from the imagery here. So I'm thinking that maybe the ROM packs are new designs, new stamps, you know, software stamps, and maybe new layouts, templates. But the memory pack is very interesting. I don't know what the deal is there, other than maybe there's no onboard storage. So if you want to save designs, you might want to do it onto that. I guess. That seems like an educated guess. Let's open one up. Oh, they're very cute. They're nice. Oh, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting this. Oh, I should do it on camera, sorry. Just a little bit of tape. These have literally never been used. Oh, the color is so nice. Ooh, that's going to be tough to peel. I don't want to cut it, but it's so stuck down. Hang on, I'm going to have to bring it closer to me so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, it's got like a weird little short edge connector on it. 2 screws in the front. And a lovely little label. The shape of that is so nice. It's flattened on one edge, but rounded on the other. That's a choice. And then I guess this is going to be like the safety notch, so you can't pull it out while it's in use. Let's try and put this in. I should probably turn it off before I do. And we'll come back and look at the other ones in a minute. Off button is here. And, oh, this is going to be awkward. Let's give this a go. Okay, straightforward. Can I turn it back on? We're gonna have to probably hunt to work out where this new stuff is hidden. Nothing looks different yet. Oh, did you hear that, by the way? I don't know whether it came through on the mic, but that was the print head resetting. Okay, can we find anything new in here? So I mentioned that the only information that I was able to find on this system in English was on the Sanrio fan wiki. And that was because some of these cartridges had Sanrio licenses. I think there's a Detective Conan cartridge too. So presumably it allowed you to bring in Sanrio characters, Conan characters. There was also maybe I think I did see another anime that I didn't recognize. Those cartridges, when they come up, seem to be very, very expensive. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. So it replaces the stamps that you have access to. Is that me? Chat, I think this is me. Where's the line tool? Foxy says, sorry, Tom. I messed up the surgery. Okay, wait. We need to really make this canon. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I guess let's maybe do this, and then we can zoom in and color the correct bits yellow. Oh my goodness, someone says, wow, they knew that Dom would be the only one that remembers the Prin-C and left you a secret message. Thank you, Tomy. It is much appreciated. Where's the fill tool? There we go. It's really... No, that's not the fill tool. Wait. Where's it gone? Can I not do it when I'm zoomed in? Ah, okay, weird. That's an odd... I'm sure there's some technical reason for that, but it feels strange. So we need to go back out. There we go. Look! Let's turn those cheeks pink too. I think they're cheeks. My mouth fell off. Staff says, so far from what I've seen, the paddless version 2 of this is more common, judging from the auctions. I actually think it was the other way round, Staff, that this is version 2. And the reason that I say that is because I did find a TV commercial for the Prin-C in like a compilation of TV commercials. And they showed this one kind of front and center. And then at the end of the ad, they also show the one without a... without the pad, as if that came before it. But yeah, it's weird. Maybe they sold them simultaneously. I'd love to know more about kind of the whole thing, because I feel like I said, Bandai made a lot of things like this: TV plug and play systems and the handheld ones. That seemed like very much their space. I feel like less so with Tomy. I could be wrong. I could have just missed them. But yeah, I'd love to know whether this was just them attempting to break into that space. Interesting that this came quite a few years after the Loopy. Obviously, it's not doing exactly the same thing, but the inbuilt printer definitely aimed at young children, more specifically at girls. This is way underpowered compared to the Loopy. I don't actually know what price point this retailed at, but it's certainly a weaker system than the Loopy. Maybe at some point I can open this up and see what the board looks like. Although I would be at the whims of people who know more about electronics than me, because I can open it up, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what anything really meant. I forgot the brown ear and nose. I did. Let's fix that. I did find a commercial for it, yes. I will try and find that again and post it on the server, because it was part of a compilation and I can't recall where it was now. I may have downloaded a copy of it, but I will have to. Oop. Stream's been going for almost an hour already. Time flies when you're checking out the Prin-C. Hey, Skunk, good to see you. Thank you for the positive vibes that you always bring. Oh, that one always screams fill tool more than that one to me. Hey, Tubes, good to see you. I hope you're well. Are they on opposite? I think they're technically on opposite eyes, eye and ear, but I can't remember. I'm such a fake Voxy fan, evidently. Ugh, shape's wrong. Is that you and Voxy? It is. We found a sticker that was a palette swapped Dom and Voxy. Oh, I had it right. It's on the same side. Well. Hey, Lavatar. Good to see. I'm spending too long on this. We'll give it one more try. I'll get it right this time. Steady. There we go. Perfect. Oh, no one will ever know I edited this. It seems so flawless. Okay, last year. I say last year as if there's many that I need to color. It's just been taking so long to do 2. That's a very, very thoughtful point, Mr. Man. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, let's see if I can save this in any way. So I see this cartridge. I didn't realize that this was a cartridge. I thought it was a printer, but quite clearly, now that we've seen what the cartridge looks like, that's a cartridge. So let's see if I can save. Sure. Let's click the top one. That's usually the affirmative. Okay, that just seems to be zooming out. Let's try this one. We might lose it here, but it's worth the risk. Okay, name it. Oh, we can use the keyboard for the first time. Is it going to let me use... Okay, so that's not... Oh, which one's delete? Okay, that's forward. How do I go back? Is there straight up not a backspace? Surely. This one is English, so I can write... I can write Voxy, but I don't have the backspace. Not that one. 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 Do I have to... Oh, interesting. That's strange. There is no backspace on the keyboard? How odd. Okay. We're still in English, aren't we? Can I change it to caps? I can. Okay. I'm getting it. Look at this. I'm like... I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And then I have to do this to move to the last space. I'm sad that there's no special keys. Sure. Okay, let's do it. I think he's going to tell us we can't save anyway, right? Because presumably I have to put the memory cartridge in. Oh, this screen is so good, though. I can't do anything right now. I think it's maybe attempting to save. I mean, they call it a ROM cartridge. Presumably we can't save onto that. It does have a mousy cursor. Oh. Okay. It's giving me steps. Stuff says, yeah, well, yeah, ROM means read-only memory. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that there is specifically a memory cartridge, this is giving me instructions. I have no idea what they are. Let's see if I can exit out of this. I don't think so. And I presumably can't just yank the cartridge that's in here. I'm gonna hedge my bets here. I'm gonna use some deduction work. I'm gonna say the cartridge is locked in place when the console's on. I can't do anything on the console, so presumably I'm gonna have to turn the power off to remove this and replace it with the memory card. I could be completely off base with that, but it seems to be really my only action here. So let's give it a go. So I'm ejecting the main cartridge now. Let me switch over to the webcam. So that was the ROM cart for the New Year's stuff. And this is the memory cartridge. Ooh, yellow. Same design. This plastic is so pleasing. There's something very nice about these. I suppose it makes sense given that Tomy were experts in plastic toys. Let's find out if that does anything at all, or if I just balked this thing. It's the same image. Is it trying to read? That's different to how it booted up last time. Oh, also, wait. It was back on the previous page. There's a yellow cart. As if. Wait, there's also stuff saved on here. Ooh, I want to check what's been used. So this cartridge must have been used before. I want to know what is saved here. Although they look kind of default named, like 1, 3. There's a question mark here, though. This is a Tomy device. That's right, Tubes. From 1990... Did I say 7 or 8? Hang on, it says it on the bottom. 1998. I can't believe there's stuff on there. Okay, so wait. Foxy? Oh! Oh no! We got smooshed. I feel like I can just about make out some of the correct colors. What happened? Rip. Did it corrupt? Did I botch the the save process? Okay, chat. I'm going to quickly just put us on the start card because I don't know. I think it's a very slim chance, but there may be something I can't show on this cartridge. So let me load up the first save file, and hey, it might even just be straight up corrupt again. Oh, it's not corrupt. It's also, I think, fine to show on stream. Ah, this is very nice. I don't know whether this is a built-in thing. It seems very built-in to me. Is there any way to scroll down? Hey, JD, good to see you. I hope you're well. Mr. Man Mystery says, Dom game theory. He can actually fluently speak Japanese, but pretends not to for funsies. No. Oh, here we go. So that's as much as there is here. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Wow, this is a long one. Man, the little poses for the mouse when you get to the edge of the screen are so good. Look, doing a little handstand. Okay, so this looks like it was maybe built in. But who knows? It could be custom made. So let's load up another one. I'm gonna be... no, it would be reckless for me to not do this off stream, just in case. So give me a moment. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Make your computer... Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad that I did not show this on screen. So, oh, you know what I can do? I can do some quick censoring. So I loaded up the second one, and it has personal details, probably very out of date, like a telephone number and an address here, and a full name by the looks of things. So I'm really glad I was not reckless there. Let me do some quick censoring before I switch it back over, so you can see roughly what it was. Whew, there was a moment there that I was like, it'll be fine. Why would someone put that on a card like this? Because I guess they would have printed it almost like a business card or a like a Rolodex card or something, but more casual. And then probably just forgot about it. Okay, that looks sufficiently censored. Hang on. I guess this data has been on here since 1998 or thereabouts. Somebody probably forgot that it was even a function by the time that they sold it. There you go. We've got the little me. Yeah, or a label for stuff. That's a really good one. That might have stuck it into their notebook or something. There's their little me. I think that was their name. Address, possibly postcode, telephone number, and some other stuff here. So I'm glad that I considered that before showing it off. What is the story of your channel mascot? Which one, Lemon One? Okay, we got a couple more. I've got to go through them. I want to know what the rest of this stuff is. So that was this one. I'm going to go to number 3 now. I will take the screen off again. Demon Soul says the face looks very me looking. Yeah, the there is like a me maker equivalent. Okay, I'm going to show this one zoomed out because I think it has some personal details at the bottom again, but they are crunched up so you can't really see it. We got maybe like a party invitation or a New Year's invitation here. Turn the cat into a chat pet. Oh, that'd be so good. So why is only the Voxy one corrupted? Did I do something wrong with the save process? Kind of feels like I did. This one is blank. Okay. Nothing to see there. Maybe left it off too long. Possibly, yeah, you might have to do like a real quick swap. Or it might be that there's like a cell battery in this that has died, so it can't keep enough data while I switch it off. The thought that this was used for invitation cards is so incredibly sweet. Agreed, Tubes. Somebody really loved this thing, and that's great. They may have even had more than one memory card too. This seems like it can... Wait, I was going to say it seems like it can only hold a little... Or it's like over half full. But maybe if you fill it up... Although that noise makes me think that this is the entirety of the memory for this thing. All right, let's take a look at the last one. I'm going to switch this off again just to make sure. Okay. Blank again. Okay. Shall we take a look at the other rum cards? So I'm going to switch it off. We still haven't looked at 2 categories on this thing, which I want to make sure we do before the end of today's stream. Okay, so there's the 2 that we've looked at already. We've got one more, which I don't know what the theming of this one is. Maybe it's more miscellaneous rather than like the other one was clearly New Year's themed. Oh, okay, so the idea that we have orange for ROM carts and yellow for memory carts seems to be holding up. Yeah, well done, Stuff. That was a great call. Oh, this one might be Valentine's themed. I just noticed there was... I noticed it says for you at the top. There's a heart there. There's a little Cupid. Well, there's a bomb here, which is not necessarily Valentine's themed. Hey, Leith. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Doodle-doodle-doo. So when you hear the tune, it's ready to play. Let's see what's here. Foxy says, do you think the saving allowed you to use the stickers from the ROM card, swap it out with the memory card, and save it there? That would make sense. Yeah, I think that's specifically what it's for, yeah. Okay, let's see what's in this selection. Just real good stickers again. Every single sticker here rules. An extra one of the cat. Is that Psyduck? Pig? Okay, so that one is just Godzilla. Wait a minute. Tomy shortchanged us. Oh no, okay, hang on. I think it does just contain the other ones that you have on the inbuilt memory. Of course, because these are all ones that you can access without any cartridge in. So it just appends the the ones that are on the cartridge to this list. Wow. Yeah, so now we're back to the inbuilt ones by the look of things. Oh, I want to show you this because this is that cat that's way more detailed than anything else in this lineup. Oh, it's very nice. Great use of the colors. Very limited palette, but really lovely color scheme. Does it change any of these? Those do look new. But then these ones are familiar. So yeah, it seems to add a couple. I don't think it added any there. What about for the Me Maker? No. Pretty standard. Let's make a fun one. Let's go for... Oh, I like this kind of gaunt look. Is there more than one page? Wait. Is there more than one page of faces? There is. We can go faceless. Oh, this thing rules. This thing rules. I'm doing it. Let's see what's at the end. What is this? Crying, laughing? Oh, the best options are always at the bottom. Oh, we can't put shades on it or ruin our beautiful creation. No, I wanted to see the hair. I think you can make mustard. I saw the raised eyebrow. We can't... Oh, I was about to say we can't change hair color. But this is a paint program. Of course we can. Is there any way we can see the ponytail? Oh yeah, that was very handsome Squidward, wasn't it? This one looks good for down, but it would be nice if we could have the ponytail in here. We could do that one in orange, the bow in orange, but let's go for this one. Why does this one look like a nose? Is that eyes? Oh, I see it now. I guess that's filled in white. Hang on. Those eyes don't work. It's a shame you can't reposition stuff. There was a ponytail? I didn't see one that looked better than this. Oh, yes, here it is. Nicely spotted. Yes. Perfect. All right, we're going to do some coloring in here. Oops. Let's zoom. Oh, we can't zoom, can we? Yes! Perfect. Okay, we've still got two things to check out, and I want to come back and do just a nice little drawing at the end. So, what is this? I have no idea what this category could possibly be. Like, seasonal stuff? Who knows? We've got 3 categories. This is like the save and load menu from... Oh, it's a fortune teller. Okay. Am I gonna have to enter a birthday? I guess not. The frog. I wonder what my fortune is. Can I... Will I get a different one or the same one if I open this up again? This is very PC collection, this little guy. Same again. It must be pulling something from somewhere. I'm quite curious of where are these... Is it saved on the internal... Yeah. Okay, wait. You can't put things in English in this. This is not a real date, in case you were wondering. Yeah, so it's using the birth... Ooh, there's options. Let's go clothes. Oh, it's trying to print. It's not going to find any paper, though. Wait, can I feed some paper in before it's too late? No, I cannot. It's trying to gather paper, but I can't seem to get it to bite. I can't interact, so I think it's going to just keep trying to search for paper for a little bit. Okay, it's finished. We couldn't find the paper. Oh, no, it's trying again. Oh, is it from the front? That would make more sense. Okay. I might end up printing on top of the original print. I think the ribbon's basically done on this thing, so this probably won't be a very impressive print here. See you, Mercury. Thanks for hanging out and experiencing the Prin-C with us all. It's doing something. So the console was boxed, and it came with a manual and a quick start guide, and a power cable. Didn't come with any paper or sticker packs or anything like that. So I guess it all got used up, or it may be that it didn't come bundled with any to start with, but I imagine that it would. This paper is not coming out, which is concerning. Or it might just have a very, very slow feed and print. I don't remember the last one being particularly slow. I just had a sip of my tea. Is this paper ever going to come out the other side? Wait. Oh, there's a little bit peeking out there. It is making progress. Like I say, don't get your hopes up because I think this ribbon is basically done. I think it's going to be spotty at best. Mr. Man says, my cat is currently sniffing my PC wondering what those weird sounds were. I think I can see something. I don't want to lean over and block your view. Actually, this is coming out beautifully. Maybe the print head just needed like a little bit loosening up. I'm so sad that it's going to print on top of what we already have. I didn't have any other paper to hand. We could be here for a while. Let's look at the main manual. Excuse me, Prin-C. Because thing I wanted to show you from the manual is pretty technical for the most part. It does guide you through some of the software in a bit more depth than the quick start guide. But they show some examples of things that you could print with this. Now, I have to imagine that this is just... It's going to print the shape of these things on a standard piece of card. This looks like a little kind of luggage. This thing's so noisy. Hey, it took a very long time to print that, but that looks okay. It printed better than the last thing for sure. Yeah, I think this is like a luggage tag, and I think this is like a envelope. And I imagine that the intention is that you just print that on standard card or standard paper, and then you cut around it. And that is something that the software would allow you to work on top of. One thing I did want to see if I could find in here was any explanation of the OP port on the other side, but at a first glance I didn't see anything. I have just thought though, on the quick start guide there is like a key on the back, as in like a reference sheet. Ah, look, it doesn't mention it. Just nothing. Let's have another quick look through here, because it would be interesting to see and maybe try and Google Translate. What does that say? I'm going to try and translate that because it does label the DIN port as something. Okay, give me a second to translate this. By the way, if anyone has any burning questions about the Prin-C that you would like to make sure gets answered during today's stream, I can endeavor to make sure that happens. I'm kind of tempted to open it up if it's easy enough to open up, because I would like to see the board. Okay, so it's just labeled in the manual as expansion pin. Really curious. I'd love to know what that's hooked up to, and if anything did come out for this, because as far as my research has shown, I've had a saved search on Prin-C stuff on Yahoo Auctions Japan for a long time. I've never seen any accessories for this thing. Stuff says, I have one. How did you even find out about this thing? I went on a real deep dive last year into this kind of, for want of a better word, stationary toy, because I think it's a really fascinating... Hey, Tubes, thank you very much for re-upping your VideoDojo Plus channel membership. I really appreciate it. It is a delight to see you here, Tubes. And can we get some cool gamers for Tubes? Yeah, I think kind of stationary toy is a good descriptor for this whole category of things, including the handheld ones, specifically those that have a focus on creativity or like art program stuff, because that seems to go hand in hand a lot of the time, but not all the time. You sometimes get some that are way more like, this is just a word processing machine for kids. Yeah, so I was doing the research. I came across this and a couple of other ones, but this was the most interesting to me because of its inclusion of a touch surface. There are some that use like very janky looking mice. There is I think a Bandai one that has this weird thing that looks like a mouse, but is permanently attached to the unit. So all it allows you to do is like move it round in a very tight kind of, almost like one of those little nubs on a ThinkPad, but big, somewhere between a ThinkPad dot and a joystick. Which it sounds like a nightmare to work with. But this one had the most potential to be like actually usable. And for the most part, this is good, except for the resolution being pretty low on this. Yeah, and then I found the other version without this as well, and that kind of led to a bit more research. It's so long ago that I've thought about this, I can't remember if there's anything else that I missed in that story, but I was just very attracted to how it looked as well. Okay, let's switch back and we're going to check out the games, because that's the last category here on the main menu that we haven't checked out. And the other thing I would like to do is see if the games change when you have ROM packs in. Because in my title for this, I called it like a games console, maybe sort of. And usually, and I think this is a good metric to go by, usually what people class as a video game console is the ability to put a cartridge in that changes the games. It's kind of an arbitrary distinction for the most part, but I think that's quite useful. You know, if you can put a new cart in and it changes the games that's on there, it's probably a video game console. I don't know what games we have, other than I've seen the maze-looking game on the box. So let's see if there's any on the cart as well. What would you say is better at art and printing, the Loopy or the Prin-C? Loopy by a million miles, Tubes. The thermal color printer is really crisp, looks great, holds up even 20 years later. This one uses ribbons that you'd burn through pretty fast and are evidently not as reliable. Obviously, with the Loopy as well, you do have to use the proprietary sticker paper, so that is an issue. But I think just in terms of the print quality, I love the Loopy. And I think in terms of the software, this is definitely using hardware that's quite long in the tooth, and then the software really suffers for that. But I mean, it's nice. I really like the interface here, and it's full of charm. Okay, so 2 options here, but it kind of looks like there's room. You know, this pop-up window has maybe room for 4 options. So after this, we'll try a different cartridge in there and see if that changes anything. Okay. Oh, this is the maze game. Oh, interesting. So that automatically started. I didn't press anything there. This is like a shock game, like a buzzer game. What is that called? There's a proper name for those style of games. This is tough. Hey, I did it. Oh, is there levels too? That is different, isn't it? I'm glad that I don't have to hold this button down the whole time. That would be really annoying. Oh, my fingers are slipping. Steady hand. This is easier than it would be. Oh, is that the name of the game? Yes. Oh, so there's a clock at the top. That's my timer. Is this going to show a screamer if you touch the walls? Well, only one way to find out. The music here is actually quite nice for saying that it's like a monophonic buzzer, basically. Oh, the clock is moving so fast now. I wonder how many levels there are. I want to finish this game. Let's get a clear screen on Prin-C maze game. Oh! I actually got jump scared. There kind of was a screamer. Oh, wait, the clock's still in the middle. That's cruel. Are we just going to run out of time here? Oh, chat, this is nerve-wracking. Go! Oh! Wait, there's a number 1 up here. Was that it? Are we done now? Nope, we are most certainly not done. Dog scared me again. I'm so locked in right now. Clearly not locked in enough. Stuff says speedrun it. You would have to have... steady hands and nerves of steel to speedrun this. Seeing the clock move at the top... Ah! Seeing the clock move at the top of the screen is so scary. What happens if you try cheating? Oh, that's a good point. If I bad day here, I'll give it a go. There's no reason why I couldn't just let go of the stylus and drop it down somewhere else, right? Ah! Ah, okay. Right. Yeah, so I can't... If I let go, it just... The dog shouts at me. It's also only beeping in my right ear, Foxy. No chance. No chance. It's game over. Darn. I just had a sudden thought. There's no way that this is, like, based on plug and play, like, NES hardware, is there? Because I know that for a long time... is this going to set us back to the start? Okay, no, we get another chance. I know for a long time, like, post the release of the NES, Nintendo licensed out the hardware for use in other stuff, and then obviously there were, like, clones that were built on it. Just thinking about the kind of technical specs, although the music is so bare bones, I guess it's not gonna share any hardware. I have to beat this level. I can't let this baby game beat me. That's never happened before in the history of this channel. I'm never bested by games designed for children. We're almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there. Nice and easy. We're on the home stretch. My hand slipped! Ah. Do we have enough time? How is this only stage 3? You're gonna speed run this too. Someone says Kuruin is looking at you incredulously, Dom. I'm not using any of my skills from there, am I? I should have learned by this point. Cheap says, this is the Dom I've missed, whiffing it in the home stretch. It's like I've never been gone. I'm gonna run out of time. It is a wormy. Let me just run out the clock here. One last attempt. Last try for realsies. I kind of want to know what the win condition for this game is. Like, do you burn through all of the levels and then they're like, hey, do you want to do them again? Or is there going to be a unique win screen? Is it going to be a win... Oh, is it going to be like a winning song? Ah, it's so difficult. I was too busy thinking about the windscreen. Oh, I just had a thought. I wonder whether the precision issue is not to do with the trackpad, but rather like the resolution of the screen. We can only move 1 pixel at a time, right? Even if the resolution of the trackpad was higher. Okay, just take it slow. Oh my goodness, we did it! Fox says maybe it's the resolution of your hand. You got me. I'm not ready for any more. Ah. Okay, I'll keep going till I lose. We did it though. We made it through that one. I really want to know what's at the end of this. I suppose they were just assuming that you'd be plugging this into a mono TV. Piece of cake. Easy. Hey, Project Next. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's do it. Honestly, I think going faster is working for me. I'm guiding it with my left hand as well, so it doesn't slip. You have to push surprisingly hard on this trackpad, and I think that's making things harder. Ah! I'm never gonna have enough time! I'm never gonna have enough time! Okay, this is probably gonna be it. This is gonna be game over. Oh, look at this technique! Look at this precision! This is Olympic level Prin-C maze game running right here. Ran out of time. Okay, last try for realsies, for reals, no takebacks. This is maze running, the likes of which we have never seen here at Prin-C Stadium. Project Next says, I don't understand Japanese. Don't worry, that's never stopped me. Oh, come on! Starting to look like a small intestine over here. Hey, nice stuff. Kind of nervous about the timer. I suspect I've really only got this shot at this, seeing as it's taken me half of the timer for this run, and I'm about halfway through. It is going to come down to the wire here for sure. Home stretch, home stretch, home stretch. I can't express how much stress this is causing me. I could stop any time, but I feel like I've come too far now. We need to know where this ends. How many stages do you think this is? Maybe they've got like 10 in total? I don't know how long we've been doing this. There's a whole nother game that we haven't checked out. And maybe more on the ROM cartridges. Ah! Okay, this is my last try, even if I don't... Even if I don't run out of time, this is my last try. Last one was me just checking that the dog was paying attention. Okay. Never mind. Okay, game number 2. What? Wait, is this 2-player? Wait, what is this? What would that option be? That seems to be 2. That seems to be 1. So, what's a pomelo? A pomelo is a very big citrus fruit that you can eat, somewhat similar to an orange. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a matching game. Against AI? Yeah. It's like a Miitopia or Miitomo minigame. Okay, well, my heart's kind of not in that. Let's turn this off. We'll try putting the other cartridge in and see if it changes the games. I'm very curious to know. Ouija Boy says a matching game against an AI sounds kind of unfair. I think that's probably why they also included like a play by yourself one, where it's just about, you know, you're not up against a competitor. I'm going to guess there's nothing on here. We should open one of these up. We should check what's on the board as well. Yep, just 2. And it's Maze Game. Okay, so no extra games for this. I wonder maybe if there was game cartridges distinct from... In fact, wait, is this a different... Look, that's meant to be a TV though. I was going to say it's like a purple cartridge design, but no, it's more like a TV, right? So maybe no game carts. Let's open up one of these. See what is inside. I'm gonna move this back a little bit, and we'll open up this one. There's my screwdriver kit. I'm gonna put down, in fact I can just use this, something so I don't scratch it. Oh, that is... Oh, extremely tight. Okay, hang on. Do I have a better screwdriver? This is probably a little overkill, but those metal screwdrivers have these horrible ridges on the side that mean if you have a screw that is not wanting to budge, it just hurts trying to open it. Running a full post-mortem. I'm very curious to know what hardware is inside this thing, but I don't know how hard it's going to be to open the main body of the... Stoff says, I've done some poking around. There are purple cards for this. Ooh. There we go. I'm so curious to know if they're games. I know why this was so difficult to open. They're sort of glued in. This might not be super easy to open up. Is there going to be a screw under here? Because look, it doesn't want to go at the top. I was about to say I don't want to destroy this. I do have literally 12 of them. Yeah, they're all the same. I should open this for science. I've got 12 of them. Of all the same ROM cart. I'm going to obviously try and do it in non-destructively, but there's got to be a screw somewhere. I can feel it. It's there. Ooh, Tube says, I asked a friend learning Japanese about your fortune from earlier. From what they can gather, it talked about your fashion sense and your charm will go up too high in a bad way, apparently. I'm going to be so styling. that my charm goes too high. Look, I feel bad about doing this, but I do think to document this, I'm gonna break the label here. Nice, thanks, Stoff. Hey, Grape Juice, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I will make sure to take some nice high-res photos of this and make them available online so that the destruction of this label has been for something. Is that a different length from the other ones? It's slightly longer. That's weird. Okay, I need to keep that one separate. It looks like it's a tiny bit longer. Oh, look, it's so diddy. Sorry, I know you can't really see that yet. Look at this. It's so tiny. Oh, there's a slot for 2 chips potentially. Maybe there was some cartridges that have double memory. So it's a Toshiba. It's got Tomy printed on it. That's it. It's the only chip on this board. That looks like there's a slot here for some kind of pass-through. Oh my goodness, I love how that looks. Oh, it's interesting that I guess the positioning of the cart is determined by just 2 pins on the top cover. Let me just see if I can get that into place. It was also that way up. I don't want to get it the wrong side up and short anything when I plug it back into the system. That's probably the way to do it. There we go. Okay, well, I'll leave that there. I'm going to photograph this so I won't screw this back in. Shall we have a quick look and see if it's easy enough to sorry, I was just reading Stoff's message. I'm going to see if it's easy enough to open this up, because I would like to see this if I can do it in a way that is definitely non-destructive and also easy enough for me to do a certified silly Billy. Because again, I think it would be good to share this information for others who might be curious. But if it's beyond what I can do here on today's stream, maybe I'll do it down the line. I saw somebody asking about sharing stuff on Internet Archive. That is definitely part of the plan. With how much stuff I've got going on at the moment, it might take me a while. But as with everything I try and document, I really think it's important to make things like scans or you know, maybe eventually we can dump the contents of this. Although it seems like those cartridges are very, very proprietary. See you, Mr. Man. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good chance that there's ones underneath the feet too, which is not ideal. Just looking inside to see if I can determine whether there are any. Actually, I think we're safe. I don't think, just looking through here, I don't think there's any under the feet, which is great. Okay, let's give this a go. Is this going to fit? It does fit, but we run into that same problem where I can't get enough of a grip on this. Can I use this one instead, which has got quite a narrow tip? Because the last one I used definitely will not fit. Nope, that is not long enough. Do I have anything else that could be used? I have this, which is nice and narrow. Oh, not even that is narrow enough. Oh, it's so tight. Let me just get a piece of fabric. I don't know who designed these screwdrivers. It's the worst design ever. Nope. Oh man. That bit is way too big. Okay. I didn't think this is where we'd get stumped. Ah, no. No way. It's not happening. I would need a proper proper screwdriver to do that. With a very narrow... Oh man. Hey Jay Johnson, welcome to the stream. Aw, I'm sorry that you've had a GBG stream shaped hole in your week, Jay Johnson. It feels so nice to be chatting with everybody. All right, let's draw a quick picture to finish off here. And then we'll wrap it up for today. Man, I'm bummed out that I don't have the right screwdriver for this, because I really wanted to see whether we could determine anything about the expansion port on here. I mean, it's possible that we would have gone to look at it and I wouldn't have been able to determine anything. Bidadoo. That is true, Tubes, but I I don't want to destroy this little guy. We'll just go plain, because I think this gives us basically access to everything anyway. And shall we... We'll do a mix and match stamp body as our, like, prompt to begin. And then we'll draw some things around it. Same, Voxy. It rules. Such a good design. Kind of like the dolphin. Let's use the dolphin. And I'm gonna make a little me. Wait, hang on. Is there a better set of eyes? Oh, maybe these ones. Oh, wait. Those ones look good. Yes, much better. Much better, much better. Ugh, that's a big mouth. Okay. All right, well, we're going to make the swimming suit blue. Such a weird... I'd love to know the technical reason why you can't fill when you're zoomed in. It's an odd choice. And if we go back to black here, we'll make some more waves, and we'll do like a little undersea scene as well. It's choppy out on the sea today. Oh, Jay Johnson's dad knows what's up. So this is the foam on the top of the wave, I guess. All right, let's fill the lower part with... Oh, that's a different blue. I like this, though. Which one did they use? And then we can use this one as the sky. Oh, you know what, though? Let's do it like a sunset sky. So we've got some nice contrast against the waves. And I think down here there is going to be some crabs. Just chilling. Do, 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 do. I've got that Maze Game song stuck in my head now. Wait, crab's eyes aren't on eye stalks, are they? Kind of? Kind of. Someone says they are. Okay. I'm glad I didn't imagine it. Oh, it's got a mangled claw. Perfect. Give it some little eyes. And we'll go... Let's go red. But yeah, I've got to zoom out. If I printed this, presumably it would burn through like the entire ribbon in one go. Because that's a lot of solid color. Oh, the palette's so limited because it needs to work with the color ribbon. That's why. That makes sense. Because it's not using like an additive system like the Lupias, where it just goes over with the cyan, magenta, and yellow. What else should be chilling out under the sea? I guess a fish. Oh. my middle finger touched the trackpad. You can just use your finger on this if you want to. I need those like pro drawing gloves. This is going to be a very nonplussed fish, I think. It's not enthused about what it's seeing here. Oh, the purple carts are the Sanrio ones. Interesting. Okay. So, not necessarily game carts. Can I put an onion ring in the ocean? I think... Oh, I just had a great idea for what it could be, someone. Yes, I can do that. Let's go dark blue here. Oops. Oh. Pink. Okay, get this. Someone, we're gonna do... it shouldn't be there. I think it should be like up here. It's gonna be like a flotation ring. But it will have some little... Oh, why was that so square? Someone says, if Voxy gets a cameo, everyone else starts clamoring to get theirs. I mean, I didn't really add the Voxy cameo. The game, or the system did. The Prin-C did. But I'm happy to draw some familiar faces always. There you go. It's just a very strangely designed floating ring. Floaty-ophelia. That's right. Let's do a cannonballing tubes. Oh, this is janky. Apologies. Oh, hang on. Why did I do you mad? There we go. Yellow. 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 Oh, man. Oh, I keep filling the line. This is what I get for drawing too quick, for speed running the tubes. Okay, let's try again. Leith says zoom in. Unfortunately, you can't fill when you're zoomed in, which is such an oversight. But yeah, if I try and zoom in, notice the fill tool? Gone. Rendering it very, very, very impractical. There we go. There is cannonballing tubes. And let's get a little... Is JD still here? Let's get a little JD as well. Nope. Oh, it's nighttime now. We've been having fun in the sea for so long. Everybody's so janky. I don't know what color JD's outfit is. Let's go for like a... Let's go for like a sack. It feels like goblin fashion. Oh, I suppose... Oh, I accidentally drew a great eye. I suppose I can zoom in for when I'm doing these bits. JD doesn't like the water. Oh, man. Feels like somebody threw JD in from the nearby pier. Hey, Kerr, welcome to the stream, first of all. And secondly, thank you so much for 19 months as VideoDojo Plus channel member. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you, Kerr. I hope you're doing well. Let's fix Choops' legs a little bit here. I also forgot Choops' hat, which I think should be flying behind to give the sense of speed for Choops. It's kind of, is it darker green, I guess? See, like, we have to zoom back out. That feels right. Do the inside blue. Floaty Ophelia is coming to save JD from drowning. Nice work, Ophelia. The like lifeguard for today's trip, it seems. And let's do somebody underwater. Who should we do? Oh, I should do my helmet. Hey, that's also great news, Jade. I realized what was the root issue of the ads running on some streams, which was any that I copied from a new. I think I might have already talked about this on stream, but any that I copied from a new, like you can kind of reuse streams or you can make new ones. Any that I made from the new automatically had that new automated ad placement thing that YouTube rolled out. It was really handy that I had some existing streams to reuse because it helped me figure out what the problem was, because it was happening on some and not on others. It's really tough to do straight lines on this touchpad. I guess I'll do dark blue for this. It's a very loose-fitting helmet today. Can I peek in from the edge with a little scuba? I think you should be down here in the water scubaing, Voxy. That would be a very nice way to bring you in. The beach episode, yes! What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to get rid of the extra lines here. It's a shame that there's not a stamp maker in this, in like the Mario Paint style. That would be so nice. So I could just make a little like pixel perfect thing and stamp it around. I guess I could be using the circle tools here, but I always prefer the janky hand-drawn look. Pinkfish looks worried. Yeah, I wanted to do like an uninterested face, but I ended up making a worried face. There we go. All right, let's get Scuba Voxy in here. What does a scuba look like? I mean, I know this is not how they work, but for the purposes of this drawing, this is how it works. Oh, hang on. Tube says, is Dom like a Hocotatian? I've never tried saying that out loud. I don't know whether that's the correct pronunciation, but the characters from Pikmin. Can Dom not breathe oxygen, basically, Tube says. We don't know what the atmosphere of this beach planet is. It looks like this is going to be attached to Voxy's nose. This is good. No! Wait, where was it not connected? Oh, I can see it there. Foxy, just keep your nose or your mouth closed, okay? Hey! Oh, hang on. I can use the big brush for this. Bloop, 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 bloop. Banap. Look at this! Perspective, chat. This is how perspective works. This is definitely very naturalistic perspective here on Voxy. Sleeves. Sleeves. I keep cracking up every time when I realize it's coming directly from his nose. Wow, the perspective's so good. For a minute there, I thought that Voxy was going to pop out of the screen. Okay, there's room for one more character. Who would like to be added? Obviously, I can only draw you if you have like a character in your profile picture or something that I can easily represent. Demon Soul was quick in there with a reply, so here we go. You are going to have a white outline. You're going to be, I think, just like chilling on the water. Almost like a backstroke style thing. It does look, I mean, again, it does look a little bit like you're having some trouble in the water here because of the perspective. Oh, Mercury was here earlier. We could get a little pudding up in here too. Like that, you know they're doing okay because they're winking, like in their profile picture. Perfect. All right. Is there room for a little? We could do a distant. We could do a distant Mercury. Oh, sorry, pudding. What are they going to be? Why are they going to be up this high? Maybe on like a little cloud? I don't know. I don't know what powers pudding has. Oh boy, I'm going to have to really squeeze them in there. Wait, I know what I can do. Look at this. With the power of the Prin-C, I can just move this. GBG could never. Because, boy, I was not going to draw that intricate cloud again. No siree. You know how long it took me to draw that cloud? Okay. Big old hat. Let me try again. Big old hat. Big glasses. Next. Oh, hang on, wait. Let's do the colors so we can... Am I misremembering? Are Pudding's glasses filled... Well, they're white, aren't they? But they've got swirls. I think that's it. See you, Leaf. Thank you very much for hanging out. And I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Okay. Okay, back out we go. All right. Nose. I'm gonna do like a... I don't know why, but I'm gonna do a big smile. I don't know whether it's off model. I mean, it's definitely off model. But I wanna... Can I go closer? Oh, I can. Phew, okay. That will make all of this a lot easier. I love how I'm spending the longest on the smallest character in this drawing. Jay Johnson, I'm glad that you approve of my sound effect pronunciations. What am I doing? Oh yeah. I think I'm actually going to have to fill the hat in this one because actually I think this purple is closer to... Oh, no, actually, I think that's fine. Yes, yeah, okay, that works. Who's this? This is not Pudding. Mercury, I apologize. beep. Okay. Right, for the body, I guess I'm going to do like hands over, maybe one waving. So like one up here. Hello. And then the other one down here, holding for dear life to the cloud. And we'll go for that same purple again. Nailed it. Let's get a little bit of separation here for the paws. And I think we're done. I feel like this is not Ophelia enough. I think we need maybe a central eye. What do you think, someone? I drew this first and I was going very themed here in a way that I haven't with everyone else. Do we want an eye in the middle as well? Also, I'm gonna just fix Demon Soul's head lump here. Now that I know I can zoom in this close. Yeah, lo-fi alternate universe versions. That is very true, JD. There we go. Much better. Ah, Demon Soul, you're very, very good at drawing your character. There we go. I think this is our masterpiece. Shall I try and save this? I'm gonna try and save this. It might not work, but let's give it a go. Really happy with how that turned out, and I'd like to immortalize it. Sadly, I can't print it because the amount of ribbon it would use. Okay, love it. Very, very good. Oh, I guess it's the bottom one. English, let's say B, E, A, C, H. No special characters. I want to put a little star at the end, but I can't. Okay, let's do the hot swap. Where's my save card? I have no idea if I have to do this fast. I might just be making that up. Wait, I can't, yeah, I can't put this in when it's turned on. So it might be telling me to turn it off now. Oh no, I think the next screen tells me to turn it off, doesn't it? I have to wait here for a minute while it maybe attempts to save. I'm really guessing at this process. Just noticed there's a little fish on the mascot's bag. Okay. All right. We're going to turn it off. We're going to plug it back in and hope that it saves on boot. Wish me luck. Boom. Great. We got the little image. I think it must be using some kind of little save battery inside the system to maintain memory just long enough to save it on there. Could be completely wrong, but that feels sensible. Is it going to be corrupted? And if it is, I suspect that will be because the battery inside is dead. Yes! We'll be able to call this picture back up as many times as we want until this cartridge dies. I bet there must be like a coin cell battery in this. Ah, I'm so happy. Shall we try and print this? I'm willing to use up some ribbon paper to try and print this. Where is the... I guess that's the print button, isn't it? All right. Let's do it. This will take ages. That took like a million years to print just the horoscope. I'm sad that the first thing we tried to save got all messed up. What is this start and end stuff on this screen? Because I can't do anything here. I wonder whether it's like talking through each of the steps. Oh, it is. I can now... No, I can't move the... It's funny how little I've used the keyboard. I guess if you were using this to really, like, make labels, make stickers, you would want to write text. But I've barely touched this except to name the pictures that I've drawn. Can we even... Wow, it's not even through to the point where I can, like, feel the paper yet. I might use this moment to photograph this board. Steady, steady, steady. Okay. Oh, I saw somebody mentioning that these looked a bit like prototype cart cases. I'm not sure who it was. Apologies. It's a really good point. I think they probably just did it to give it room for like the label and to make sure, because it goes right in. Maybe the board is quite small in here. Oh yeah, Stoff mentioned it. But yeah, let me just photograph this. Maybe they did anticipate there would be some larger cartridges, as in some ones that would require additional board, and they were thinking ahead for that. Okay, I'm just photographing this at the moment. Oh, I was worried that the text on the chip wouldn't come through very clearly, because sometimes they don't photograph very well. But actually, that turned out really nice. I wish I had some isopropyl alcohol up here, because the pins on this are not super clean. But to be honest, I'm not going to use this opened one again. Oh, you know what we should also check? Hey, that's almost out. There's some literature inside here. Or maybe promo material? I felt it when I opened this up, but I didn't look at it yet. Oh, there's only the best thing ever. Look at this. What is this? Hang on, let's go full screen. Look at this. Chat, name a better cat than this one I'm holding in my hand right here. Oh no, the image came out so terrible. Yes! Oh, there's so much in here. Man, I wasn't expecting more goodies. There's a Hello Kitty Polaroid up here. And some, like, analog stationery kit. There's a... This is like a roller stamp. So, you feed it through and you, like, crank it through the stamp on that cylinder there. Sticker tape. Oh, this is like maybe a stencil kit, I think. I've seen this before. I actually don't know how this one works. There's some kind of like trace system. I've seen in a TV commercial compilation. I'm guessing maybe they also sold them here, but I never had one. I think that's a mirror, and there's some kind of like, yeah, like tracing system. I don't know whether it does like a What are those called? Like a carbon copy style thing? I don't know. So a lot of like analog toys here. Ah, okay. So look. Ah, we got prices. Great. Ooh, and purple cards. There was a lot to discover inside here. So this is the other version that doesn't have the trackpad. It just has buttons. I'm curious to know how much is different about this. That was 29,000 yen, or just a little bit over 29,000 yen in 1998. And we also have the ROM packs. So these are branded sheets for printing. These are the ribbons for the printer. So you can see, I mentioned that this one that we have in there is the full color one. This is going to be so small for you. But yeah, that's pretty useless. Sorry. You'll have to take my word for it. There's a color one here, and then there are red, blue, green, and black. And then here we have 3 Sanrio ones and some kind of manga that I don't recognize on the other purple one. And they were between 2,900 and 3,600 yen each. Ooh, okay. So I've never seen this branded one, but this is something called Reco Mail. There were equivalent things to this made by other manufacturers. These rule. These are super, super cool. In fact, I think Sony may have made one of these way back in the day as like a language learning tool. So what you do is these cards have a magnetic strip at the bottom, and you run the magnetic strip slowly through this reader, as if you were kind of like swiping a card on like a hotel room door, for example. But a slower action than that. And it passes the head here, which reads the magnetic strip, and it plays the recording from the magnetic strip through the speaker embedded in it. And the idea is, I believe, I've never used one, but with these, you would record by pressing down the button onto one of the blank cards, and you would trade the card with your friend, who would then be able to take it home, and they'd presumably have one of these units themselves, and they'd be able to listen back to the message that you left them from your own machine. So like a physicalized answering machine system, essentially. I've never seen this one. I guess this is like a promo tie-in with a like an anime maybe, or a manga. But these existed for a long time with different functions rather than this kind of recording and sharing. More for like language flashcards, as I understand it. That's super cool. What a great idea. Oh, there's so much good stuff here. Sorry, I feel like this is getting so small on the page, but we've got what looks to be like a Polaroid. But I wonder whether it actually... Yeah, in fact, at that price, it's definitely not. It's just a toy camera of some kind. I think like singing figures up here. Chat. I need to show you something, actually. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Last thing I'm going to show for today. And maybe I'll do a... Hey, Arch. Good to see you. I hope you're well. I think maybe I will do a whole, like, separate sit-down... Wait, hang on a sec. Wait, I only just looked at the printout. It's got Happy New Year on it. I mean, it's all janky because of the bad ribbon, but it also has Happy New Year. Oh, right, because the ink was removed by whatever they printed out previously. So at some point they printed out, and that was what we saw in the save file, isn't it? Like, the reason we've got this Happy New Year in negative here is because earlier on in the lifespan of that ribbon, somebody printed that design out, and it's removed the ink from that section of the ribbon. Okay. Last thing I'm going to show off today. I purchased this, I think it was in December. And I do think I want to do a whole separate sit-down stream with this. This is the Tokyo Toy Show 1996 catalog. And the reason I bought this was because I wanted to see whether Casio was present at the 1996 Tokyo Toy Show. They were, which is the first time that at least I was aware of that information. I knew that they were present at the 95 show, and hopefully one day I can pick up the 95 booklet as well. But this thing is incredible. I'm going to only show us 3 pages at random today, because this thing is like a treasure trove of incredible toys that you've probably never seen before. Some of which, so at Tokyo Toy Show, they often showed off early prototypes or things that they were kind of gauging the interest in. So there's stuff in here too that never made it to market, even in Japan. So let's pick 3 random pages as our ones to look at for today. Oh, we got some Disney stuff. Some Donald plushes, including oldies. And I don't know what that stuff is at the top. These look like a very cheap kind of like you'd find them in a pound store style toys. Okay, second page. Oh, yes. All right, we got a real mixture on this one. Like a remote controlled bike. Some kind of Star Wars thing. I have no idea what that is either. And, ooh, like a Play-Doh food thing. Okay, last page for now. There is also like games and electronic stuff in here, but we've gotten unlucky with our picks. Here we go. Oh, okay, we've got some good ones here. So on the left-hand side, we've got some maybe like... Oh, man, we've got some really good ones here. So this page is all for Sega stuff. And at the very top, it looks like we've got some maybe... I was going to say like Super Sentai stuff, but actually I don't know what series that is. Down at the bottom we have Pico stuff. So for those who don't know, Sega made a console called the Pico, which was designed for very young children, like primary school and kindergarten age, that used a touchpad not dissimilar to the one on the Prin-C we just used here. But it was in conjunction with like interactive books. So you would touch a section on the page, like this Ampan Man one here, and maybe when you touch Ampan Man, he'll say something. This is 96 Arch. Here we've got some kids gear thing I've never heard of, and this is one of the things that I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, which is the Casio Fairy, but this one is the Classroom Edition. I don't think I've ever seen this Classroom Edition one. So this has interchangeable cartridges, and it uses a color display very, very similar to the color Picky Talk by Casio. That real hybrid of like PDA, address book, maybe like language learning, but you've also got a fortune telling thing and a drawing tool on here. And it looks like you won't be able to see this. It's so small. It looks like a little narrative thing. Like there's 2 characters and a little bit of text. Maybe there's some story game in there. Okay, one more. I know I said 3, but we'll do one more. Boo. I don't know. That's not super interesting. Although this guy rules. Okay. Arch says, want to see what Transformers stuff it might have if you ever stream you reading it. I'm definitely going to do that at some point. I couldn't tell you if there is any Transformers stuff in there because I've only done kind of a cursory glance because I wanted to look together on stream. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. Okay. I haven't looked at this yet. Oh, nice. I think this kind of talks about some of the printable templates. Oh, it's so great to see you. We've had a lot of fun today. You'll definitely have to check out the VOD. All right. Let's wrap it up here. I don't know whether I'll necessarily do it on stream, but I do want to try and open this thing up and photograph the guts as well. Maybe if I break this out into a video too, I can add it as an addendum to the end of that. But I'm glad after this thing sitting in my backlog for I think truly a year at this point that I've been able to show it off in some capacity on stream. I kind of want to spend some more time with it at some point as well, but no promises on when that will be. I'm going to share the image that we made together in the Discord. Let me get a nice clean screen grab. Wait, how do I zoom in now? There we go. Do I have a... Sorry, I just realized when I switched to that scene, you couldn't hear me because I've got my audio setup done a little bit different to usual. All right, I'm gonna go. I got a screen grab of it, and I'll post this on the Discord. And oh, Stuff already posted a screen grab. Excellent. This was our first look at the Prin-C by Tomy. If I learn anything more about it, I'll make sure to share that. And if I do a follow-up, I hope you will join me for more of this wonderful little thing. Hey, Mustard. Sorry, we're just wrapping up. I just missed my chance to join the pool party. Next time, we'll do another little community scene. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. It was a treat to be back with you. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.